activation patterns. I grouped the data based on the relative lesion laxity, and then I was expecting laxity decrease the joint function, maybe the onset timing might be changed too. So this is a case concept. So onset of the muscle activation happens around here, 200 milliseconds or 115 milliseconds. So this is a high laxity, medium, low. This is a biceps femoris, the hamstring muscle. And when you see here, shorter time compared to when they have a higher laxity. So when subjects are lactogen, they have the onset of muscle activation is short. So which means, simply, we say less time to prepare the external force. Here come. So maybe it's about 10 milliseconds. It's very small, but we see real trend. So also co-contraction patterns. So I say the quadriceps and hamstring and co-contraction, and we see lower decreased co-contraction patterns between quadriceps, but increased co-contraction patterns and the more antagonistic muscles, gastrocnemius and biceps femoris, and when the ligament is tight. In other words, when people, maybe you can expect laxogen, when subjects are laxogen, they might have an opposite trend, and then, which means increase the quadriceps and decrease the biceps hamstring. But this is hard to say. It's based on this co-contraction patterns, but maybe there is something going on. So, summary, when you compare the muscle activation patterns by the menstrual phase, there are no differences. But when you regroup the data, depending on the relative lesion laxity, we see the muscle activation pattern, changes in muscle activation pattern. So let's say like the 0.7 millimeter to 1.3 millimeter difference in lesion laxity is delayed 12 milliseconds in onset of the hamstring muscle. Also, there are some changes in co-contraction patterns. So maybe the increase in lesion laxity during the menstrual cycle in females may decrease the joint function, such as onset of muscle activation and co-contraction patterns, which might we speculate this increase in lesion laxity may expose females to more injurious situations. So let's talk about, there is so much going on, but it's hard to summarize in 3 or 4 years work. Then I had a postdoc experience in running injury clinic at the University of Calgary, and then I was looking at how can we improve the patients in a way. So I looked at some variables here. So the gain mechanism, we believe the higher lesion loading is a risk factor for DOA, especially medial DOA. We believe the muscle weakening may change the gait patterns, such as their symmetry. Maybe those weaker muscle on one side can change the balance. We say asymmetry. And we believe also that the knee OA, maybe there are links from the hip. So we see a lot of patients, they have a weaker hip muscle, especially hip abductor. So if you strengthen a abductor muscle, we can change something on the knee. So that's the idea behind it. So the proper exercise may help the balance muscle strength between left and right, and then maybe we can improve their balance and gain biomechanics. And also this might improve the pain and function in daily activity. So the goal of this study was to understand the gain mechanics in OA, and also based on this finding, we can slow down the progression of the OA. It's hard to fix, but maybe we are aiming to slow down this disease. So the first subject, we are looking at the relation between muscle strength and function, and also symmetry and gain mechanics. with the patient. And the purpose of this study was to investigate the relationship between muscle strength and function and symmetry of the brain mechanics. And we hypothesized the OA patients may demonstrate reduced muscle strength, also negative association between muscle strength and function with more like physical activity. And also we are looking at the asymmetric movement in OA patients. So maybe as you're familiar with this measurement, we look at the arch structure of the foot using the arch device, and we measure some lower extremity alignment, and also we do a lot of stuff once the OA patients come. We use the cruise and Womex and using some questionnaires to evaluate their activity level, and we did some biomechanical testing and walking speed, and I used something. I wanted to use something different, very simple, by looking at this kind of information to look at the gait symmetry. So I used some Fisher's transformation method. And you look at the information about the subject, and there are not much differences in terms of the subject characteristics. And then, as you can see, that this is the muscle strength, and OA patients, they have a weaker muscle strength on the more affected side and certain lower extremities. And then their function also is negatively correlated with their muscle strength. This is descending stairs, and this is on and off the toilet, which is very important for the OA patients. Right? So, and then looking at the symmetry index, and this is basically simple, the angle graph. So if you look at the knee flexion from both sides, so maybe I'm expecting the controls, they have a 30-degree flexion and 30-degree from each side, and you might see some more like the slope might be up one. But if you look at the osteoarthritis, maybe they are more affected side. They might change the angle on the more affected side. We're expecting some slope differences between two groups. So we found some trend way of more knee abduction and in the same space compared to the controls. So based on these findings, we see the subject have a weaker hips muscle strength, and then we developed some exercise programs more focusing on the hip strengthening. So this is the project 2. We got maybe some of the subjects are the same from the first project, and we have 29 controls. We want to compare, looking at the effect of the exercise. And they're very similar. So this is our exercise program, and focus on more hip abduction. So this is the result, and pain is very important. How they feel after the exercise. 41% was decreasing, so which is good. And also we see the improvement in the physical activation. But we see that some improvement in muscle strength, and 10 to 30%. And you can see their muscle strength very close to control. Yeah, even we normalize the body weight. And so muscle strength increases after this exercise. However, because this is the biomechanics variables, and this is the week 6, and those are all the biokinematic data, and this is the baseline. This is after the intervention. So there are not much differences between the baseline and the week 6. Only difference is the hip abduction of this time. Maybe this is more like hip is more abducted after the intervention. But however, when you compare to the control, it's quite different. It's not same as the control, even after the exercise. So good conclusion, and we see a lot of improvement in qualitative improvement in pain and muscle strength and also function scores, but there are not much biomechanical changes. However, we see the TBA reduction, after the intervention. So maybe I was thinking about why they are not close to the control after the intervention, but there is something different after the intervention. So maybe the OA patients, they might have their unique strategy, because they have an improvement. So they're not going to be similar to the control. Maybe they're not going to back to the control, the healthy, same as many years ago. But they might have I believe they have a unique strategy. And after the year postdoc, I wasn't continued to the project, but I got some ideas, and then we had some instrumental treadmill when I left, and then it was a great piece to look at the some force and moments with the treadmill, especially for the knee OA patients. And also, it was very interesting finding there in the literature when you increase the loading in the knee OA patients, you can see some biomarkers also change. So it could be a good indication of the joint loading in this OA study. So I was kind of developing some ideas and then tried to working with some others, but that was the plan. And this is my college. And this is I want to just comment on my new direction, sports performance. And the sports performance, the sports biomechanics is based on the idea based on mechanics and physics, and to understand, to improve the sports performance, human performance. And we can use the same math modeling and simulation and some of the measurements. So those are a lot of information from my former supervisor. And so those are areas that are understanding human body and biomechanics, the mechanics of the human body. So in order to improve the performance, we can use some technique, improve the technique, and advance the human. But the shoe could be the one of the example. And also I believe always preventing injury, but it's also important piece in sports performance. So understanding the human body, there are a couple of basic information we should remember. The muscle strength, or you can generate more power, but it's not simple. It's depending on some relationship between force and length and force and direction. So this is a force-length relationship, and you can see you can get the maximum force production at certain length. It is important when you design this coach cube. So, for example, this is a cycling height, this height, and so this is height. And so, based on this graph, the optimal height of the bicycle is important for the cyclist to complete the work with less time and effort. The graph shows that cyclists can finish the given distance with a less maximum oxygen consumption. Seat height around 105 to 110, depending on the leg length. Depending on the leg length, right? And then the force velocity also could be the basic information. And if you speed up, you're not going to generate the maximum power. So there are certain speeds here, and you can get the maximum power output. And so we have to think about this relationship. So you can, for example, this is the RPM, and you can get the maximum power here at a certain speed in the cycle. So height is important, and the revolution is also important. So we can use the simulation to get the best performance. This is from Jesus Patina in Indiana, and this is a actual jump. We kind of the model, we create, and this is we modified the animation. So it's hard to see what's different, but And then we can